So, hello. Hello, beautiful people. I'm reporting here live from Mexico. I'm currently in Palenque, which is in the most southern state of Mexico, Chiapas. And I'm in the jungle. It's amazing. I just did my yoga practice and I'm feeling fresh. I can hear monkey sounds. There's like a monkey in this jungle that's like makes a really impressive sound, and there's like birds chirping everywhere. And yeah, I've been traveling around Mexico the last 3 months, and I thought I'd do a little update on what I've learned and what I've been through, how I could compare it to the last time that I was traveling. So this video is going to be 3 parts. One part on speaking on what I've learned, another part on speaking what I have done differently compared to the last time I went backpacking, and what I will take with me from this trip. I think the biggest thing I've learned is how to keep making an income while traveling. Last time I went traveling was my first time backpacking for such a large amount of time, and so basically I saved up loads of money. I was saving years and years for this trip, and then basically I spent all my savings, and then I came back to Europe and it was like, okay, well, what do I do now? And obviously I completed my 200-hour yoga teacher training in India last year, and so I have that up my sleeve now. So I've been teaching yoga, and I also have started teaching English online via preply.com, and also I will be applying to 2 other schools, online schools, by the end of December, so I hope to be bringing that into the new year. So I'll be teaching English online, and as you may already know, I also do astrological readings and coaching sessions, so that's another thing that I'm starting up at the moment. Another thing I've learned is to take it one day at a time. Like, I think the last time that I went traveling, I was really trying to like plan everything out like to the T, and it left little room for like last minute changes and stuff. And this time I've really just felt like, okay, where do I want to go? How long do I want to stay there? And I've tried to stay in a place for at least 3-4 days instead of staying in a place for 2 days, 3 days, or even 1 day, because slow travel is just so much better. You get to really take in the place, and you get to really get a feel for what it's like. And traveling solo is not dangerous. The amount of times before I went traveling last time, I went to India, Thailand, China, Sri Lanka, and everyone was like, oh my god, be so careful. And this time again, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go travel solo to Mexico, and so many people were like, okay, be really careful. But like, the world is a dangerous place, but the world is also a beautiful, safe place with lots of beautiful people who want to help you and keep you safe. And I really felt that I really felt protected throughout this whole trip in Mexico. I lost my phone at one point. I left it on a bus. That could happen anywhere in the world. And I did have some awful encounters with men. This also happens all over the world. This is not a thing that is isolated to traveling solo, backpacking throughout the world. Like, this can happen anywhere, unfortunately. But yeah. And so what I've done differently this time compared to last time, oh my gosh, last time I took a massive backpack with me. It weighed like 15 kilos, and in the first 2 months of my travels in India, I bought so many souvenirs because I was like, oh my god, I need to bring so many things back to my family and my friends. And after 2 months of traveling, I had another 5 kilos worth of things that I actually sent back. I sent a package of 5 kilos back from India to Europe, which cost me about €50. So this time I've brought a smaller backpack. I brought a 35-liter backpack, and I have my tote bag that I put my laptop in and anything that I need like while I'm traveling, in case like my backpack is in the underneath storage of a bus, or if it's overhead in the plane, then I have my tote bag with like snacks, my laptop, headphones. So very minimal traveling this time, and very minimal souvenir buying. It also saves money for, like, I can just bring it on the plane, like I don't have to check it in. So it saves money, it saves space, it saves carrying. It's so much better. It also helps that I didn't go to, like, last time I went traveling, I went to China, so I was also preparing myself for very cold weather. But in the end, I was able to borrow so many clothes from Anita, so I didn't even have to bring that many. I just brought way too many clothes and like books and stuff. Like, I brought so many things, and this time I was really okay. Like, how can I travel the most light as possible? And it's been really freeing, to be honest. It's been really nice. Also, another thing I did differently is I brought a yoga mat with me this time. Game changer. Even though you can do yoga anywhere without a mat, it's just so much more intentional with the mat, and intention is everything. Yeah, what I'm going to take with me from this time traveling around is next time I'm going to bring an instrument. I didn't bring a guitar or ukulele last time because I was like, oh, I'll definitely meet people who have a guitar, or there will be a guitar at the hostel or whatever. And actually I found, like, the last time I was traveling, like, I found a guitar maybe once. I actually don't even remember now when or where that was. Oh yeah, it was in Sri Lanka. There was a guitar there in the hostel. Nowhere else. And this time traveling around, there was one hostel that had a guitar. And there was other opportunities to play guitar, but it was also just like, you know, just didn't feel right. Didn't want to be like, oh, can I take your guitar? So I think the next time I go traveling, I will bring a guitar or a ukulele. I think guitar because I feel more connected with the 6 strings rather than the 4 strings. But yeah, and what else I'll take with me is feel the fear. Be afraid of doing things and go and do it anyways. Like, this has been one of my main mottos over the last few years actually, but like every time I go traveling, I just notice it more and more. It's like, you're gonna be afraid. You're gonna feel fear. Like, you can't avoid this from happening. And the only way to get through it is to go through it. So feel the fear and do it anyways. This is also a book written by Susan Jeffers, if you have the opportunity to find this book anywhere. Like, it's a really old book from like the 90s, but it's an amazing book and I really recommend it. And she talks about fear and how to manage fear and how to work through it, how to get through it. So yeah, those I think are my main things. If you have any more questions, of course, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will answer them maybe in another video, or I'll just answer your comments. But yeah, I'm here in Palenque. I have like 1 week left. Yeah, in 1 week I fly back to Ireland. So it's a bit of a nostalgic time for me, a bit of a sentimental time for me. But I'm so immensely grateful. I was traveling for like 2 weeks at the start of my travels because my brother got married actually in the north of Mexico. That's basically why I came to Mexico in the first place. And then I was in Puerto Escondido for 2 months. I was teaching yoga there in exchange for a bed and 2 meals per day. Amazing. All the while still teaching English online and doing readings, even in person. And now a week ago I started traveling again. I was in San Cristobal de las Casas for a week, and now I'll be in Palenque and Yucatan for another week. So, woo! Last few days I'm super excited, I'm super grateful. Look at this place. I was able to wake up and walk about 100 meters and put my yoga mat down, do some yoga. It's warm. And yeah, I'm excited for what else is to come. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, for your attention, for your energy, and see you in the next video.